Hey, good, hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Kendra TV. I'm your host, Kendra Fion. Today, you guys, we are doing homemade cheeseburgers and fries with conversation today. So, I got my guest here with me. We're going to let Keisha say grace, and we're going to, hold on, let me put on forgot to put on my lipstick, y'all. This is my new lipstick that I'm loving. Lips is kind of dry. All right, we're going to say grace and get to grubbing.
Thank you, Lord, for this food that we're about to receive. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
What's up, y'all? My name is Crenshaw Davis. Oh, let's do a thumbnail.
Oh, yes.
Look at that, y'all. She made this. What?
Do one more because you was moving around. It has to be still, I guess.
Restaurant.
All right, y'all. So, yes, I'm very, very hungry. Haven't ate in a couple of hours. Decided, hey, I've got all the stuff here, so I might as well fry my own burgers. I love homemade burgers. So that's what I decided to do. So, y'all, what we have here are homemade double cheeseburgers. It has bacon, melted cheese, jalapenos, and tomato. And y'all check this out. I caught myself buying an organic lettuce when I bought this stuff and wound up getting an organic cabbage. So I couldn't put lettuce on it, y'all, so I wasn't paying attention. It looks so much alike, so whatever, it's still be good.
Better than.
Also, we got some freshly seasoned fried, frozen rally fries that I just threw in the oven for about 15 to 18 minutes, and they taste really good. It tastes just like rally fries. Got some fermented pickles, I think. It's my first time trying this brand. So this is what this is. Clausen Deli kosher dill spares. They're really good. I like the way they taste.
Yeah, let me try one.
It's good. I also got some fried onions on the burger. I mean, not fried, they're grilled. Grilled onion. And I also just put the buns in the grease with the burger was cooking just to give it that crispness, you know what I mean? And to take the dryness off the bone.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year's, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I'm Crenshaw Davis. You can hit me up on Facebook, Crenshaw Davis. I'm over here watching the movie Colors.
Can you hand me a napkin, please?
You did good on this. You always do good on your food.
Thank you. I always try to cook my stuff how I imagine it tasting in my mouth, going into my belly. And I try to aim for that.
Thirsty. Oh yeah, this is ginger ale. Tastes good.
So today's topic, y'all, I'm going to be talking with you guys about 7 ways to boost your own mental health.
So, how's everybody doing today? The people that are viewing this video right now, comment below and say how you're feeling today. I'm feeling good. Just comment below and say how you're doing so far this new year.
Bacon.
Well, this bacon from. Sorry. Let me see. Man, this is restaurant kind right here. Look at that, y'all.
I was craving this, actually. Some good
Look
burgers.
good, huh? Hello.
So, check it out. So, are you or someone you know, like, always fixated and, like, asking hypothetical questions about violence or, just stuff that's going on in the world that kind of leaning towards negativity and violent acts and stuff? Well, if that's you or someone you know, is that a sign that they have mental health problems? What y'all think? And may eventually, is that a sign that they may have some kind of mental disorder or prior health problem? And, it may eventually become a danger to others or themselves if they don't seek professional help. Leave in the comments what you think. I would tell you the most recommended help these days would be a psychiatrist. And what they do is work out a way to manage your anxiety. That's what psychiatrists do. They provide treatments and, treatments such as like psychological treatments, or even like medication. So psychiatrists also can like diagnose and treat any other mental issues. You know what I'm saying? Like depression, alcohol, drug abuse, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today.
Yeah, y'all. I got a therapist, and I'll be seeing my psychiatrist in a couple of weeks for my mental health.
Now, counseling is different. Counseling, that bacon just gives these burgers a certain kind of flavor. So anyways, counseling is like the process by which a counselor helps with, individual help. And, sorry, I have the camera cut off. Things happen. Technology. Anyway, as I was saying, counselors, they basically deal with more of the process of helping individual people understand and solve their problems to basically help them, him or her, be able to cope, with mental or emotional stressors. So that's what counselors are more do. A little bit different than psychiatrists. Whereas therapy usually involves talking about, situations in order to like gain more understanding about issues such as like moods, feelings, behavior, and how your ways of thinking are affecting your life, stuff like that. So today we're going to go over the 7 easy ways that you can boost your own mental health. I got some notes here from an article I was reading, and I'll just be sharing with you. We're doing your second one.
You know it.
Oops.
Well, quiet. Quiet.
Ooh. Ooh, that's good and cold. Alright, like when I was reading about these mental health tips is in today's society, in like the online world is getting a little tad bit better, but sometimes this is as much as help to our mental health, as we can tend to get too engaged in other people's lives, if that makes sense, and more than we're focusing on our own. And so right after, like, for instance, after a hectic day at work or something, only you can decide what ooh, something's itching. Only you can decide what works best for you and what doesn't. Only you can decide what works best for you when you're looking for anxiety relieving activities to do. And like scrolling through an Instagram news feed doesn't always help, especially if you're like addicted to it or you're just spending hours and most of your time doing it. That doesn't always help because it can get you to start like comparing your life with someone else's, and that's not good. Social media, if you let it, social media can be one part of the toxic world that's around us, depending on, depending on who you choose to follow, if that makes sense. It's all about who you're following as well. There's many other things such as like bad relationships, infinite workloads, demanding workplace, pressure to do well, amongst so many other things that can add up to our stress levels. So that's why I always recommend find some good and positive pages that you can follow, when you're on social media. That's at least giving you some type of enlightenment or you're learning something. Y'all see that? Double burger. It's loaded with grilled onions. It was so good. Oh man, it's enough for everybody. Well, so one of the first ways it said to boost your mental health is by simply just watching your favorite TV show. You can watch your favorite TV show when you're like feeling low. But these days, you'll find a lot of people on YouTube. So you can even find your favorite YouTube channel and just watch some of their episodes, watch some of their videos to lift you up. and divert your mind with something that actually works for you. You know, like finding a good show or channel to watch every day. Makes sure that you can look up to something. You know, it's just a way for you to look up to something that, you know, you can have even during some of your worst days. So find a good show or channel that you enjoy watching and do that when you start feeling low. I do. Um, I watch quite a few channels now that I'm subscribed to that I enjoy watching their content. Um, it does have an impact on. You know, there's so many channels on YouTube these days, so you should never feel at a loss when looking for something that you can subscribe to or watch on a regular. And the second, you want to create a vision board. Like, I have a vision board. I don't really know how effective vision boards are. I mean, you can stare at it all day, maybe think it to existence. I think creating it feels fun. It feels positive, you know. They're basically they're basically saying this is the action you could take. Creating a vision board. You would use this vision board to boost your mental health, like, because it'll help you focus on like increasing your productivity, if that makes sense. Like, you'll be focused more on that. We'll always have like a limited degree of, you know, control over our own dreams, and if we decide to keep them in a huge thought bubble, then what? I mean, like, creating a vision board basically helps us plan our goals by, you know, setting across a target, a plan to achieve something, you know, or even a deadline to accomplish these things or these tasks. That's basically what creating a vision board will do. It'll make you focus on what you should be doing to get those things instead of other crap that messes with your mental. They've even got those boards you can buy at the dollar store. They're a huge, nice size. You've got different colors. You can get those. Sometimes they're under $1. Just go through magazines and stuff and find stuff that you like, stuff that you would like to do, your plans and goals, stuff you can see you doing, the house you might want to buy or live in, that car, like trip. And just paste it on there or whatever, glue it. And here's your vision board. And so I guess that's what, when, you know, help you stay more focused.
Right.
Can you have me another one of those pictures, please? Or just open it and I'll get it. So the third thing you can do is mix up with like-minded people. Start mixing up with like-minded people, and you know, like when we're feeling tired mentally, sometimes we bail out on, you know, plans of being with in others' company, you know, because we're feeling some type of way, or we don't want to hang out, you know, we want to focus on our, you know, I don't know, just facing ourselves, it's kind of like forcing yourself into isolation, rather than, just getting out, mixing it up with some good people. So basically, if you're not doing that, then that'll lift up your spirit, start mixing up with good people. That doesn't mean being alone is unhealthy or anything, but at some point you have to participate in fun activities with your friends, or, even families that you may get along, whether it's going to a movie, going out to lunch, a random walk, visiting, some visitations, stuff like that. If you're able to, I mean, some people aren't able to. And now, the fourth way is dancing. Dancing is probably the easiest workout that has a huge effect on our mind, as well. Dancing. Why? Is because it forces your mind out of the dull zone and gets you into super energy. When you dance, it's like you step into the super energy of yourself, and um, you know you don't feel as dull anymore. I mean, think about when you dance like crazy, when, like when you were a little kid. Kids love to dance. They're always dancing. They don't care. And so kids always look happy when they're dancing, right? Most people do look happy when they're dancing. But kids especially, they always look happy when they dance. So that's a fourth way that you can boost your own mental health, is by dancing more. The fifth way you can boost your own mental health is using gratitude. You want to use gratitude. How you do that is, instead of always trying to find things that have flaws or that are flawed, always try to find happy things that life offers. That's how you start to be, to practice having gratitude. For example, finally purchasing that new car you've always wanted, or the new life partner that you get, or having, like, even if you feel like you're having an insufficient income, that's not really practicing having gratitude. You have to be thankful for what you have. And, most people focus on just that. They like to focus on what they don't have rather than what they already have. Okay. And what is better to do is, just go on track for a while, and, not just briefly, and be grateful for the things that you already have, instead of, you don't want to be complaining all the time about what's missing in your life or what you don't have. It may feel challenging at first when you start doing this, but you have to change, worrying about what's missing all the time. Feel gratitude for what is before you, what you're presently dealing with. And Like I said, it's sometimes challenging at first, but don't, so start out taking like simple steps by maybe like writing down things that you're more grateful for. Like, you can write down you're grateful for the roof over your head. You can write down that you're grateful for a delicious cup of coffee you're drinking, or some good tea that you're drinking, or like, I'm so grateful for this delicious juicy hamburger I'm eating right now. you know, thousands of forms of gratitude. Um, you know, you can be thankful for your loving family. They may ride or die for you or whatever. A lot of things to be grateful for. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm smacking. But I don't know too many people who eat food and without a couple of smacks here and there, especially when it's some good food. I'm getting to the end of this, y'all. And then there's the sixth way that you can boost your own mental health is, I think it was quit drinking alcohol. Quit drinking alcohol, or if you don't quit, at least eliminate the amount that you're drinking. So all my bread is just about gone. Now, in regards to drinking, it basically said if drinking brings you down, you're basically you're making it tougher for you to stay fit mentally if it brings you down. Like every time you drink, it brings you down into a dark abyss, or you're just feeling so negative and so bad. You're making it harder for you to stay mentally fit. Not to mention, what excessive drinking can do is to your physical health as well. So the best thing to do if alcohol mentally brings you down is you just want to take simpler steps. By limiting your alcohol intake, as I said, you just want to kind of tone it down, limit your intake, how much you're consuming, to finally just giving it up for good. And every small step you take will count if you do start doing that. Because, like I said, if it brings you down all the time, then you want to basically get to the point where you're not drinking it at all. Because obviously it's not for you. And lastly, the seventh way, the seventh way to boost your own mental health is determine your triggers. I got a scar, burn, scratch on my hand. But you want to determine your triggers to find a cure for anything you actually need to decide. I mean, like you need to actually decode, that something. You need to decode that something. And you're smart enough, we're all smart enough to find out the antidote of, or the antidote to our own problems. And there's my light. My light has a timer on it, and it just cut out. I'm not even going to try to turn it back on, because I'm just about done. But as I was saying, you're smart enough to find the antidote to your own problems. So, for example, like if you have deadlines and the fact that you're not meeting them stresses you out, you'll need to plan your activities better. That tells you that's going to actually tell your mind you're going to do it on time, and it actually gets done. And so those are the 7 ways, you guys, that you can boost your own mental health. And if those tips don't work for you, then what you can do is visit a therapist, get enough sleep. There's exercise or meditation available on all kind of different apps that you could download. You could talk to a trusted friend. Have your own pampering session, like a day at the spa, or you go get a massage, or you go do something nice for yourself. Like I said, start implementing exercise routine or meditation every single day. And then you can, minimize that down as you get the hang of it and you feel like you're getting better. You can do it 2 or 3 times a week. Just also try like avoiding negative people and places that will rub off on you in the wrong way. And again, like get out, get at least 30 minutes of sunlight if those other tips didn't help. There's never nothing wrong with going outside. Even if you just go stand in your yard or on your porch where the sun is shining and just feel good in the sun and get you some sunlight, and you'll start to feel better. All right. So y'all, that's all I have. Sharing some notes regarding 7 ways that you can boost your own mental health. Okay. So I hope some of this content helps someone, or you found value in some of the information. Don't forget to share this video with anyone that you feel that this will be able to help in their mental health journey. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit that button in the corner right there. There's a little bell that you'll see. If you tap that, it'll notify you when I upload new videos each and every time. Also, feel free to leave some comments. Give me a like for some support. I appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time, I'm going to dust the rest of this food off. And I'll see you again. Bye.